Let's look at the top headlines first. Government will not compromise on drug smugglers. Poppy farmers reaffirm Chief Minister N. Biren. Gym set on fire just 24 hours ahead of CM's scheduled visit to inaugurate it. ITLF calls total shutdown in Sisipur. India logs 7,533 new COVID-19 cases, 44 deaths. And Sudan's rival factions agreed to renew three-day ceasefire. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. I'm Utpala. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV also requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. In a bid to rein in drug peddling and root out the drug menace from the society, government will not make any compromise, although he was threatened by evildoers for standing solemnly against drug, reassuring that as a chief minister he will face the facts and every consequence, affirmed Chief Minister N. Biren. He made the statement while attending the kick-off event of Agri-Horticulture Expo for organic and indigenous products of Manipur and buyers sellers meet organized by Manipur Organic Mission Agency MOMA under Department of Horticulture and Soil Conservation at Haptak Kanjebung, Minister of Horticulture and Soil Conservation Department Litpa Haukip, Additional Chief Secretary P. Waifei, Joint Secretary of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Priya Ranjan, Managing Director of Niramac Rajiv Ashok, and many attended the Agri-Horti Expo among others. During the event, 120 stalls were opened and showcased organic products. Speaking at the event, Chief Minister N. Biren appealed MOMA to give alternative arrangement of horticulture to the poppy planters. He pointed out that under the supervision of Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northeast Region, MOMA initiates to sow horticulture products from the year 2016 to 2022 at paddy fields covering 37,900 hectares. Besides, products of around 200 crore rupees can be exported in 6 years, which is a glad moment for a small state like Manipur.
Manipur the potentials, farmers in the Manipur ki praja sing the hay singba masi mafam sana maram sana season aragadi koi Manipur se awang ko bharat ki India ki manung dai koi quite freedom ningai we model state in every field. Sports adu boy koi sector khaidok patai area khaidok patai mayam tawnai ena pangtau tawbana tab specific area. We have to find out the specific area feasibility maduki potential do kari kari da laigi asi khaidok kanda akhoi tawba darkar.
A one-day workshop program on enabling indigenous modern technology development for commercialization towards Atmanirbhar Bharat was held at IIIT Manipur Auditorium Hall in Mantripukri. Director of Institution of Bioresources and Sustainable Development IBST Professor Pulok Kumar Mukherjee, Director of IIIT Manipur Professor Krishnan Bhaskar, Director of Center for Biotechnology and Center with Potential for Excellence in Environmental Science, Professor K. Sankaran, and ECE Professor of Anna University S. Muttan attended the workshop among others. During the workshop, experts discussed on 5 various topics, including recent advancement in AI and ML. drones technology and applications, challenges and opportunities using IoT in traditional methods of business and market. Speaking at the occasion, Professor Krishnan Bhaskar asserted the seminar aims to outreach the technologies of India across globe, maintaining that technologies played a vital role in developing a country. Thereupon, indigenous development of technology is essential. He further urged people to encourage technology development companies so as to provide more benefits to the society.
Lot of emphasis is being given. That means the research should be transformed into technology. The technology should go to the company, and so that the company will also have new products, or the students also, while doing research also, they develop and transfer the technology. They have a startup companies. That's why today in India more than 90,000 startup companies are there. And then when you look at in terms of the value of the startup companies, it is more than 300 billion US dollar. That means the country is progressing well, but still it is not sufficient, because when you take into account the number of students graduating from the institutions and the employment rate, the employment is not 100%. Therefore, we need to encourage the technology development and transfer, which lead to many startup companies, which not only make our country as a self-reliance, but also it gives lot of opportunities for our children to work in those companies and then to get benefit for our country, not only limited to the country, and our technology can reach all over the world also. That is also one of the purpose of this seminar we are organizing. And today it is, when we talk about a technology, the technology is more interdisciplinary.
The Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum ITLF has called a total shutdown in Churachandpur district today from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and resolved to not cooperate in all government-related programs. The total shutdown of ITLF has come even as Chief Minister N. Bireen is scheduled to inaugurate an open gym inside the PT Sports Complex at New Lamka in Churachandpur district. Even as a shutdown call has been given, unidentified miscreants torched the newly constructed open gym and ransacked the hall yesterday at about 8:30 p.m. It is worth mentioning that it was the ITLF rally on March 12th last that led the state cabinet to opt for the abrogation of the SU agreement with the KNO and ZRO. ITLF further informed that it has submitted several memoranda to the government to voice their grievances and apprehension about the survey carried out by the government pertaining to reserved forests, protected forests, wetlands, wildlife and the eviction of villages, but the government has been staying indifferent and has not taken up positive measures to address the plight of the people. In the light of the situation cited above, the ITLF said it has heeded the cry of the people and resolved to not cooperate with the state government. The KSO Churachandpur too has announced their endorsement to the ITLF shutdown. Hamar Students Association HSA Churachandpur Joint Headquarters has also extended complete solidarity to the total shutdown called by ITLF against the anti-tribal policies of the state government. HSA in a statement appealed to all tribal communities to support the shutdown and join the protest to make their voices heard. The tribal women's organization Lamka has also endorsed the total shutdown called by the ITLF and non-cooperation to all government programs due to alleged alienation and discrimination of the tribals of Manipur. The tribal women's organization appealed to the public to support and comply with the shutdown. The total shutdown has enforced strictly from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. today, it said. Two active cadres of the proscribed Kuki Independent Army, Kuki Independent Organization KIA/KIO, who were reportedly responsible for the looting of arms and ammunition from the designated camp of suspension of Operation Sioux, were arrested. The arrests were made in the pre-planned operation conducted by the Loktak Battalion of Churachandpur sector, Assam Rifles, at a hideout of Mongjang village of Churachandpur district bordering Myanmar on the south on Thursday. Some indiscriminating documents have also been recovered from their possessions, an official statement said. Based on specific input, the troops of Assam Rifles under the aegis of the Inspector General of Assam Rifles South launched an operation that led to the apprehension of the cadres, a defense wing statement said on Thursday. The apprehended cadre, along with the recovered items, were handed over to Churachandpur police station for further investigations, the statement added. However, the identities of the arrested cadres have been withheld. This is the first major achievement of the law protectors of the country after a combined team of law enforcement agencies engaged in a gunfight with the actioners of the proscribed Kuki Independent Army / Kuki Independent Organization KIA/KIO and recovered 5 sophisticated weapons from them. One alleged activist of the KIA and a civilian were injured in the exchange of fire that had taken place at Songphu village under Henglep subdivision in Manipur's Churachandpur district bordering Myanmar on April 16 last. Notably, the KIA is a non-Sioux and is also responsible for looting 25 weapons from the designated camp of the KNFZ, UTLA and USRA, which are under tripartite talks with the governments under the Sioux. The Commander-in-Chief of KIA/KIO, Davidson Haukip, was declared as wanted by the police earlier with a reward of 50,000 rupees. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will today inaugurate 91 FM transmitters to boost radio connectivity across the country through video conferencing. These transmitters have been installed in 84 districts across 18 states and 2 union territories. As the government is committed to enhance FM connectivity in the country, a special focus has been given through this initiative to enhance the coverage in the aspirational districts and in border areas particularly. With this expansion of All India Radio's FM service, an additional 2 crore people who did not have access to the medium will now be covered. It will result in expansion of coverage in about 35,000 square kilometer area. The states and UTs which are covered include Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Haryana, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Ladakh. The Prime Minister has been a firm believer in the importance of radio in reaching out to the masses. Mr. Modi started Man Ki Baat program, which is now nearing its landmark 100th episode, to harness the unique strength of the medium to reach out to the widest possible audience. It's time for a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mega Open Debate postponed. Mega Open Debate on ERA Finance Ponzi Scheme or not, to be held on 26 April 2:30 p.m. organized jointly by ELITETV and the Frontier Manipur, has been postponed to April 30 at 2:30 p.m. Inconvenience is regretted. Investors or any individual can ask question live or send question in advance. For more details, please contact 7005606515.
Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational residential school located on a sprawling 50 acres campus just 24 km away from Imphal city. The school will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Academic session will begin on 1st April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Registration commencement open for 2023 and 24 session.
The legendary brand Vespa was born in 1946. The Vespa has a unique design with a V-shaped grille to complement its sleek cast. The Piaggio emblem at the front gives you the pride of ownership, innovative appearance. The design was inspired by the wasp, hence the name Vespa.
Adom gari macha darkar oibibra? Supnagi minute kuntragi manungda document ichang changdana Vespa amadi Aprilia gi apamba model sing supna dagi lupa lising tara khaktang puthok piduna loan oina lawba yabagi khudong chaba pizare. Akupa marol kidamak contact tawbirau 9089895330 amadi 9615823252 Tulasi Motors Private Limited Thangmaiban amadi Sangay Pro Kudong chaba si mangan bigano ngasi mag-contact tawbirau. Terms and conditions apply.
at the pinnacles of success. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNACO School, Excellence in Education.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. Minister of State for External Affairs V. Muralidharan has received the 8th batch of 121 Indians evacuated from conflict-hit Sudan at Jeddah Airport. In a tweet, Mr. Muralidharan said this evacuation was more complex as the location is in vicinity of Khartoum. He added the family members of embassy officials were also part of this group. The minister also received the 9th batch of 135 Indians at Jeddah Airport. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Arindam Bagchi said that the 10th batch of evacuees with 135 passengers has departed Port Sudan for Jeddah. Under Operation Kaveri, the government of India is working relentlessly to evacuate Indian nationals from Sudan and bring them home safely. Around 3,500 Indians and 1,000 persons of Indian origin are estimated to be in conflict-hit Sudan. India recorded 7,533 new coronavirus cases, raising the tally to 4.49 crore, while the active cases decreased to 53,852, the Union Health Ministry said on Friday. The death toll has increased to 5,31,468, with 44 deaths, which included 16 fatalities reconciled by Kerala, data updated by the ministry at 8 a.m. stated. The active cases now comprise 0.12% of the total infections, it said. The national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.69%, according to the data shared on the ministry's website. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4,43,47,024, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.18%. India has so far recorded a total of 4.49 crore COVID cases, according to the ministry's website. A total of 220.66 crore doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide COVID-19 inoculation drive. In Sudan, rival factions of the country's security forces have agreed to renew a 3-day ceasefire shortly before it was due to expire. The extension for another 72 hours follows intensive diplomatic efforts by neighboring countries and the global community. South Sudan has offered to host peace talks, and the Sudanese army has agreed to send representatives to the talks. Meanwhile, local media reports that there are continuing reports of heavy fighting between the army and its rival, the Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, in the capital Khartoum. Fighting has been reported in the western Darfur region and other provinces. At least 512 people have been killed in the fighting so far, and almost 4,200 have been injured. The previous truce allowed thousands of people to attempt to flee to safety, while dozens of countries have tried to evacuate their citizens. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel, or follow us on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. And now let's look at the headlines once again. Government will not compromise on drug smugglers, poppy farmers, reaffirms Chief Minister N. Viren. Gym set on fire just 24 hours ahead of CM's scheduled visit to inaugurated. ITLF calls total shutdown in Sisipur. India logged 7,533 new COVID-19 cases, 44 deaths. And Sudan's rival factions agreed to renew 3-day ceasefire. That's all for now. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great day.